What is up, everybody? Mic is on this time, right? Okay, thank goodness. How we doing? Welcome back. We're in the year 2025, end of January. I know, but we're here. We're here. Let's get some hellos out of the way. Oh my goodness, those notifications are popping off today. Hey, what do we think of the new stream layouts? Does it look like it matches the rest of the channel a little bit more now? Do we like it? Let me know. Oh yeah, let's get some... What is going on with all these subscribers? What is going on? Is YouTube playing catch up or is this in real time? Holy crap. Welcome all the new people. Glenn is here. Howdy, howdy. A the Ant. Liam is here. What's up, everyone? What's up, dude? Oh man. Oh man. It feels so good to be back. It feels so good to be back. I love how one of my monsters is in the thumbnail. Yes. I'm very excited to actually review other people's monsters for once and see what they come up with. And I couldn't resist. I was like, yeah, Freddy Fazbear. Of course we're gonna throw Freddy Fazbear on that thumbnail. You made the marquee. Oh man, howdy howdy. This is the first free moment I got all day. I haven't even gotten to watch Coach's patron stream yet. Oh dang, I saw most of it today. It was very insightful. A lot of Rune Knight stuff. I'll zip my lips. let you catch up on your own time. Well, at least you get to watch this. Did someone donate subs on Twitch? No. Last time I got subs gifted on Twitch was 4 days ago. Which if you didn't know, I did a Twitch only stream the other day. ! Discord. Join the Discord server. Sometimes you get little sneak peeks like that, right? Basically, there wasn't much going on, and I was like, you know what? Let's just have a game night. So me and a bunch of my friends, we hopped on Marvel Rivals. Tried ranked for the first time, absolutely lost every single match, and then we switched to Lethal Company, modded of course, to have some additional fun, trying to kind of cheer us up after some Marvel Rivals. We're getting the band back together, looks great. After this, hit that Coach stream, good Paragon update, and the Beguiler Mesmer Bard. Oh, is that what we're calling it? Is that our official name, or we still have a name locked? I saw that we had the polls yesterday. Man, like that hat. Thank you. I love this hat. It's just part of me now, especially with this channel. But speaking of hats, go ahead and check this out. The Swordplay and Sorcery merch site, ! Merch in the chat. I have some getting ready to ship to me. And I'm very excited. Like, look at this. Look at that Swordplay and Sorcery embroidered dad hat. I'm very excited. I hope it's a good hat because I will be replacing this one in thumbnails and videos if that is the case. Or actually, I'll probably give this hat to player 2 in the videos. Which, by the way, today I shot the maneuvers video. So the maneuvers video will be up on Monday. I'm very excited for that. But yeah, I can't wait for this hat. Look at that hat. Look at that. Look at that. Comes in black, navy, and khaki. I'm very excited. I'm very, very excited. I have one of those on the way, and I have a hoodie on the way. I'm super pumped. Look at that transition. Look at that transition. We did all sorts of upgrades. We got a dragon scale background. We have a likes counter, which by the way, it really helps if you like the stream. Look at that. We're at 2 out of 10. We need 8 more likes, and we've reached our goal for today. Man, oh man. It's sharp looking at least. Thank you. If you review one of mine, I can call in to give a deeper explanation if that's possible. I don't know if that's possible for this stream, but I'm gonna make a note of that to potentially make it possible for another stream. There we go. Chat. stream setup, question mark? Because that's one of the things I want to get into with y'all before we dive into some of these crazy monsters that you guys have cooked up. I want to make this, assuming we can get enough submissions going, I would love to make this a once a month stream. So every Wednesday we have the conversion stream where we convert a 5th edition monster into DC20. And then I'm thinking like the last Wednesday of every month, we review your guys' monsters. What would y'all think of that? Is that something y'all would be interested in? Or should this be an extra rare occurrence? Like it's not a once a month thing. It's like a maybe every few months thing. I'd love to hear what you guys think of it. You shot someone? Well, I guess the secret's out now. I'd buy that for $1. That's fair. That's fair. YouTube is showing 5 likes. Oh my god, is YouTube lying to me? Is YouTube lying? Well, shoot, okay. Guess I'm gonna have to bully YouTube later. Or zip, there we go. P.S. Went to Philadelphia area gaming expo last weekend. Great con. You should come to it. Play DC20 with Avenue Studios, Steven Glicker. Yeah, I saw that photo. Grimwood Games and Games for Gamers, as well as running. Yeah, I saw that there was surprisingly a lot of like the dungeon tubers there, like the D&D tubers. Professor Dungeon Master, Bob World Builder. I'm drawing a blank. Sly Flourish was there. It felt like all the cool people who like make the content but actually play the games were there, and I was like, wow, that's way more than I thought. Oh, look, the like counter I guess caught up. I guess it caught up. It took our threat seriously. Chat, keep not threatening YouTube, and then it'll catch up. I think that's what we learned. But yeah, it looked cool. Those photos you sent looked like you had a good time. That one photo with Steven Glicker at the table, I was like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Which, by the way, that photo with him in it, was he playing? Was that a DC20 game? And if so, what did he think of DC20? I know he's talked about it in the past. I'm not sure if he'd ever played it before, though. I think once every 2 months could be good. Okay, so an every other month stream. My own light RPG in development. Clever, cool, crazy for a 3C for short. I've seen you talk about that sometimes. That rings a bell. Clever, cool, crazy. That's got a nice ring to it. Good job. Once a month, all the yes. Uh-oh. Hey, the Ant says every other month. Liam is saying every month. Sounds like I'm going to have to run a poll. Actually, psych, I can't run a poll because the YouTube chat is broken on the desktop. I'm getting that little error monkey where it's like, ooh, something went wrong, but everything else is working fine. I can see the chat in OBS. I just can't see it on the actual YouTube site. Crazy. 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 You know what? If anything, we'll for sure do a poll in the Discord server. Haha. Excellent plug. Oh man, oh man. More on topic, I think a mix of your monster designs, reviews of monsters, etc. Okay, so now we got a third option. So we have one person saying every other month, another saying every month, and then we have a third person saying a mix, a blend. Ooh, okay. It was his first DC20 game and he liked it. That's awesome. I wonder if he's going to talk about it on Roll for Combat. That's really cool. That's really, really cool. I'm glad you're making DC Crit such a useful tool. I'm just the messenger. I'm just the messenger. Manic is the one making it the useful tool. Which, by the way, Manic has been cooking up some good stuff on that website since we last did a stream. There's been a lot of work on the equipment section. I believe we can add pictures to monsters now, if I'm not mistaken. It's either that is about to be finished or it just got finished. I can't remember. But yeah, the equipment section, we have a few examples of what equipment look like, and they look pretty sick. There was like a whole conversation after the DC20 magazine came out about magic items. So we had one about magic items a few months back, and then we got a new one about magic items, including the template for what the item sheet should look like basically for the magic item, right? Like, how do you present it to people? And that was a very informative, like, okay, now we got a little bit of some groundwork for the equipment section. So that's been being worked on. It's slowly becoming a DC20 D&D Beyond. It's really cool. I already use it religiously for monsters. You guys see that. Guys, when we're able to make characters, make equipment, make encounters, we're gonna be doing multiple streams a week. We're gonna have a monster night, an equipment night, maybe a DC20 session prep night. I'm about to start a new home campaign. Maybe we live stream the session prep. I don't know. I'm excited. I love this game. This is fun. This is so much fun to do. I'm having a blast. Oh man. And he was definitely human. Twice every 3 months. Okay. Do monthly. I'm starting to lean towards monthly. Manic is here. What's up? Pictures are/almost are done. Equipment preview is being built right now. Ooh, y'all heard that. Manic, is it okay if I show off the equipment that's already on the site? Is that okay to show off? If not, A-okay. If not, A-okay. On the page 2 front, also outreach to the community there on Alzheimer's Association Longest Day Fundraiser RPG versus AD. Hope you'll join us. Ooh, that sounds like fun. That sounds like it could be cool. Thoughts on 1 week Thoughts on 1 week conversation, 1 week monster review back and forth. Oh, I see what you're saying. Depends if we get enough monsters submitted. That's really the big factor. If we can get enough monsters submitted at a rate where like it can fill up a stream, I'm not opposed to that. It might make doing like a series of monsters harder. So right now we're still in the elementals. Like we haven't even finished those. So if we were to do like a group of monsters like that, that might prolong it. But I'm not opposed to that. Manic, you're doing the work of the gods. Yep. I want my tokens back. I redeemed a sound and it didn't happen. Oh yeah, the sounds are broken. You talking about Twitch? Yeah, those are broken. I gotta fix that extension. I forgot that was even a thing. I need to get on there, Manic. Just crazy overbooked on stuff. It's so good. When you're able to, Glenn, it's so good. Yep, head on over to the EQ list. Just keep in mind it's a work in progress. Guys, before we review these monsters, let's go over to DC Crit and check out what's going on. All right, so we're on the DC Crit website, and up at the top, we have equipment. And this is what we got cooking so far. Again, this is all a work in progress. This is something that's actively being changed constantly because the game is still being built. We're still getting updates and everything. We're going back and forth in Manic's Discord server about like how do we do this process? Which by the way, if you want to support Manic, you want to support this website, the funding of it and everything, ! Manic in the chat. It'll pull up Manic's Patreon page, which will grant you access to DCCrit.com. Super cool. But yeah, let's check out some of these. Let's check out the Surgeon's Signet. This is what Manic's got cooking so far. Very beautiful template. Nice little graphic right here in the corner. You got your magic power and your charges. Then you got your different abilities, which total up to your magic power of the magic item. Very cool stuff. A the Ant walks in both worlds. That's what I'm seeing. Indubitably. What I'm hearing is you need me to make more monsters. Challenge accepted. I mean, yeah. Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely, absolutely. All right. So, this is what we got going on so far from Manic. Freeing of Frostfire. This is, oh, you see that? Do you see that? Does it do it again? Hold on, I'm gonna refresh. That was cool. That was super cool. Look at that. Look at that ice effect going across it. That's super cool. I don't know if that'll be a core feature or not. That feels like it's just a Manic feature, but that's a cool feature. Oh, it was DC Crit. It's been so long since I've done a stream. I forgot all the commands. Yeah. Is it DC Crit? Can I check on? No, I can't even check if it's working on YouTube. Ah! You know what? If you're in my Discord, I will be dropping the DC Crit Patreon server in there. In case YouTube chat isn't necessarily working. Because my YouTube studio over here is showing the stream and everything, but the chat is saying something went wrong as if Google's not working. So that's disappointing, but we'll figure it out. Or if someone wants to paste the link into the chat, that also works. Whoa. I accidentally pressed the wrong button there. All right, now let's get to the thing everyone's been waiting for. We got monsters to review. Are we gonna get through all of them tonight? I have no idea. We're gonna try though. We're gonna try. We actually got quite a bit of monsters, which by the way, if you submitted monsters and you took the time and you were really proud of something, first off, I just wanna say thank you. It's been a lot of fun seeing you guys submit more and more creatures in the Discord server. It's been super, super hard to not take a look at them. It's like a Christmas present. I want to take a peek, but I can't because we have to have the fresh reaction right here. Man, DC Crit comes up easy on a Patreon search. Apparently links in chat aren't working. Dang. Yeah, I'll have to double check YouTube later. I don't know why YouTube chat isn't doing what I need it to. All right, so as you saw in the thumbnail, we have some very special monsters coming up. Are we going to get through all of those monsters? I have no idea. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go through some monsters that aren't part of the FNAF family, because there's not as many of those. And then we're going to get into the FNAF monsters. Five Nights at Freddy's, just to clarify. Alrighty. I'm going to open up my little drink. Crack it open. Take a little sippy sippy. Oh, it's mango. Oh, that's very mango-y. Okay. So let's get this first monster pulled up. And here we go. All right. Yeah, let's go ahead and fix our little screen here. Make it a little more even. The first one that we're going to be reviewing is the Mantis Shrimp, which is a wonderful title for a monster. This was submitted in the Discord server by Duskbreaker. Thank you, Duskbreaker, for submitting that. All right, let's take a look at this. So this is a large beast. It's a level 8 ambusher, and it's a high tier. And let's go ahead and hover over, check what ambusher means. It lurks in the shadows, waiting to attack unsuspecting victims. Very cool. You know what? I just realized I'm going to have to move this up just a tiny bit more because this is going to be a bigger stat block. There we go. All right. I totally made it not neat. That's going to bother me. Eat. There we go. All right. So, it's got 40 health points. It's got a physical defense of 17, mental defense of 13, physical damage reduction of 2. Ooh, that's already kind of powerful. But this is level 8. This is level 8. It is level 8. It's got a might of 6 with a save of 7. Agility 4, Charisma -1. Excuse me, Intelligence 1. For skills, we got an Awareness +12, Stealth +8, Magical Dark Vision 20 spaces, and True Sight 10 spaces. Resistance Cold, half damage. Conditions: immune to blind, frightened, and paralyzed. This is a mantis shrimp. I'm kind of tempted to look up a picture. Very tempted to look up a picture. For features, we have acute vision, advantage on awareness checks involving detecting hidden creatures and objects with sight. I think I just had a stroke. Hold on. Advantage on awareness checks, okay, involving detecting hidden creatures and objects with sight. I'm gonna guess that means, I don't know, I could read that either way. I'm wondering if that's meant to be like you're detecting the creatures that have sight, or you are using sight to detect the creatures. I think it's the second one, but I would clarify that a tiny bit. But all right, so far so cool. Polarized vision. When encountering visual illusions or light-based effects, the mantis shrimp automatically succeeds on awareness checks to discern the true nature of the illusion. Whoa, hold on. When encountering visual illusions or light-based effects. Okay. So if I'm understanding that, you throw up any kind of visual illusion, right? And this creature automatically succeeds and discerns if it's an illusion or not. That's kind of wild. I don't know about it. Do y'all hear that? The apartment is shaking. What in the world? Oh. Okay. For the past 4 nights, by the way, I live in Texas, yeehaw. There have been, around this time at night, like 4 giant black helicopters that fly through the sky. They are very loud and they shake the apartment. It's creepy and also super cool. Oh my gosh. Nintendo, what you doing here? I haven't seen you in a minute. Howdy. Howdy, howdy. Advantage on sight-based awareness checks. Sight-based awareness checks. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. Who hasn't liked the live stream yet? I know, man. I know. This is ridiculous. We got some campers in the chat. We got some campers. It's okay if you're lurking. I won't hold it against you forever. Just for a little bit. How close are you to Dungeon Coach? He's about... I actually can't remember the distance. I think it's like 4.5, 5 hours away. He's in Houston. I'm in DFW. So, I'm in the cooler part. Nah, he gets more of like the ocean stuff. I get more of the yeehaw Fort Worth cowboy area. Or JFK. All right. Hold on. This thing has 6 actions. This mantis shrimp has 6 actions. I don't know about this. I'm going to continue reading. +8 to attack. Save DC 17. That seems low. Hold on. DC 17? Well, hold on. That I fell for my own trap. We talk about this every single week. Monsters do not have to follow the same process as PCs. I almost fell for it. And it's got a speed of 10. So it's a large beast, moves hella fast. Holy crap. All right. So 1 action point, punch. It's melee, 4 4 bludgeoning. Okay. I think that's pretty... That sounds pretty right for that level. +1 damage on a heavy hit, and the target makes a physical save. Knockback. On a failure, the target is pushed 1 space back. On a failure, each 5 +1 space. Okay. Seems pretty cool. Sonic Boom! Ranged spell attack versus mental defense. 5 space cone. Oh wait, mystical defense. 5 space cone, 3 sonic. Each creature in that area makes a physical save. Explosive knockback. On a failure, creature suffers different effects based on proximity. Oh, that's kind of cool. Within 1 space, 3 sonic damage, pushed 5 spaces, unconscious, and deafened for 1 round. Wait, hold on. It's a ranged spell attack versus your mental defense. 5 space cone, 3 sonic damage. So, if you're within 1 space, are you saying that's 3 more sonic damage in addition to the already stated sonic damage? Because I noticed that we haven't even read the other 2 options yet, but there's 2 other kinds of damage. Okay, let's just keep reading. Within 3 spaces, 2 sonic damage, pushed 3 spaces, prone, and deafened for 1 round. Okay, so it's scaling, kind of. Within 5 spaces, 1 sonic damage, and pushed 1 space. Okay. So I like the concept of this. To me, it feels like it needs a little bit of work. Like starting with the damage, right? In DC20, there's no concept of you make the like you have the target make a save and they take like more damage. That's not really a thing in DC20. So like if this were me making the Mantis Shrimp, it would be like the damage is listed in the base part of the spell, and then the explosive knockback section for like if you fail like your save, it'd be like the pushed 5 spaces. And then there's the other stuff. Unconscious and deafened for 1 round. So you go unconscious for 1 round. That has a lot of implications. So hold on. So this thing has 6 action points each time, right? So this thing maybe doesn't even have to move that often. The heroes are going to be coming at it. It's not really going to have to move towards them. And if it does, that's just 1 action point. It moves up to 10 spaces. That's a lot. That's a lot. And then it has a 5 space cone reach. This is a beefy boy. This is a beefy boy. What are we thinking? 6 actions is no bueno. I'd instead do some legendary action points. I was just going to get to that. Yeah, legendary action points sound like they would be perfect for the Mantis Shrimp. In fact, using the legendary action points allows you to do these bigger things, right? You could even add like the boss points if you really wanted to. But also with those legendary action points, because of the frankly cool stuff that sounds like can happen with this Mantis Shrimp, that legendary action points would be really good for like layer effects, right? Round based things. That could be super cool. So like if you did do that though, what would you then replace Sonic Boom with? Well, you could still have Sonic Boom, but the legendary action points could be like the super crazy add-ons to add on to the Sonic Boom. Or just an even heightened Sonic Boom. So maybe there's like a mini boom, a Sonic Boom. I'm not sure. Unconscious is not fun. Deafened is fine. Damage ideally should be attack roll. Yeah. It takes a minute to adjust your thought process. It does take a minute. This is crazy. This is crazy strong. Which TTRPG is this made for? This is made for DC20. It's a new and up-and-coming RPG made by the Dungeon Coach over on YouTube. I like to describe it to people as the perfect love child between Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition and Pathfinder 2nd edition. It's genuinely such a blast to me. I've been obsessed with it ever since I got to playtest it at Gen Con now 2 years ago. And it's been my main system of choice ever since. So every Wednesday I go live and we build monsters. We actually convert 5th edition monsters to DC20 for people to use because there's not a monster manual yet. And tonight's a special night. We're reviewing your guys' monsters, like this mantis shrimp, which is crazy powerful. Crazy powerful. Knockback and other effects can be on a save. Yeah. I'm okay with the 10 space movement as long as they go back down to 4 action points. I agree. Sonic Boom as an Apex feature? I think so. I think it depends. I think it can go either way. If you wanted to do something crazier than Sonic Boom, you could absolutely do that with your action point, like your Apex points. Like you might could have the base of the Sonic Boom as a regular attack, and then like all the effects that you want to add on, right, could be part of the Apex act. I don't know. I could see it going either way, honestly. I think that name might be wrong. This seems more like a pistol shrimp who can just about deafen someone by snapping its claw. Little glass cannon shrimp. All right, let's finish up the stat block. Attack enhancements. +2 action points. Stunning blast. Physical save. On a failure, the target is stunned until the end of their next turn. Okay. I'm fine with that. Level 8. I'm fine with that as an attack enhancement. Reactions. 2 action points. Elusive. When missed by an attack and spell check, the mantis shrimp can take the full disengage action and move up to half its speed. I'm not opposed to that. For a level 8 monster, that's not, to me at least, that's not too out of the realm of being like too powerful. I think that's fitting for what I'm guessing is like the ideas behind this monster. And then Apex features. Churning waters. At the top of the round, if the mantis shrimp is in a body of water, every creature within 10 spaces of it, also in water, needs to make a physical save. Wait, hold on. Reread that. At the top of the round, if the mantis shrimp is in a body of water, every creature within 10 spaces of it, also in water, needs to make a physical save. Okay, so this is if they're in the water with you. Okay. Failure. Creatures are pulled 2 spaces closer to the mantis shrimp and stop within 1 space. See, that I think it's a fun layer action. I have no problems with that. And then, you guys can't see it on the stream, but we actually have a little bit of lore. You can now add lore in DC Crit. Check this out. The colossal crustacean dominates the waters with its unparalleled strength and speed. You got that right. Its strike creates explosive sonic booms capable of stunning prey and altering underwater currents, making it a deadly force in its aquatic domain. Ladies and gents, there you have it. Our very first viewer-submitted DC20 homebrew monster. Give him a round of applause. I was not disappointed. With this one. That was crazy. That's a crazy powerful monster. It definitely needs a little bit of a nerf, and mainly, in my eyes, it's mainly just reorganizing. It just needs a little bit of reorganization in the stat block. Move some of the things over into some Apex features to spend Apex points on. Maybe add like a tail swipe or something as an action, something that's lower cost. Lower the action points for sure. And then probably take a look at those saves with the sonic boom. Because you want your damage to be part of the attack check. You never want your damage to come like in addition to from the save. Other than that, that was fun. That was a fun first monster. Real anime. Oh, real animal. I read real anime. Is it a real animal? Hold on, let me see this. Mantis shrimp. I can't spell. For such a pistol monster, right? This is a very pretty thing. This is what they're fighting. This colorful little dude. It's just a colorful little dude. The color lights thing makes a little bit more sense now. The illusions thing. Oh, that was the other thing I would change. The illusions. I'm not opposed to them being able to see through illusions like easily. I don't know that I would make it like an automatic. Yeah, they see through things. I would at least make it like advantage or something. But that's a cute little critter. By the way, we're at 6 likes. We only need 4 more likes on this stream to hit the goal. So, what gives? I'm kidding. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. A creature should have less movement the larger it is, because the bigger it is, the more spaces it takes up. That's generally the way I think about it too. I can see a case for both, but I tend to lean that way as well. Yo, what's up? Hackaput? God, I hope I said that right. The animal can see more colors than humans. That scares me. Streams have more likes now? They do if you're watching on YouTube. All right, let's go ahead and pull up the next monster. Here we go. Boom, boom. This one actually comes from Hackaput. Crazy. We were just talking about you. This one is Lion's Mane Shroomlet. And we got a little bit of lore with this one. So I'm going to go ahead and just read the lore. Lion's Mane Shroomlet is made up of fur-like tendrils which give it an appearance similar to the mane of a lion. It is known for its healing spores which spread from its tendrils. Despite Lion's Mane Shroomlet's potent healing capabilities, alchemists recommend caution, though they tend to keep the reason a trade secret. That's really cool. I like that little flavor text right there. I like that. W lore. W lore. We love that. Darrender, hello. Howdy. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. We're reviewing your guys' monsters. Oh, man. All right, here we go. So Lion's Mane Shroomlet. This is a tiny plant, level 1 healer. Let's hover over. It focuses on restoring health to allies. That checks out. It's a low tier monster. 8 health points, physical defense of 10, mental defense of 7, no physical damage reduction or mental damage reduction. It's got a might of 1, an agility of -5, charisma -5, intelligence -4. Woo! It's got blind sight, 6 spaces, blind beyond this radius. Okay. Conditions, we are immune to blinded, deafened, and frightened. Okay. Brutal Rampage. Wait, timeout. Timeout. We have blind sight, 6 spaces, blind beyond this radius, and then we have the blinded immune condition. Seems like we got a little bit of a contradiction going there, but I'll hear you out. I'll hear you out. Brutal Rampage. Each time the Lion's Mane Shroomlet is hit by an attack or hits with an attack, increases its base damage by 1. Wait. Each time it's hit by an attack or hits with an attack, it increases its base damage by 1. Whoa. Whoa, okay. So I'm getting some Magic the Gathering vibes from this one. There's a lot of crazy cards in Magic the Gathering that seem like nothing, but very quickly can just grow in numbers. Usually they're like minions or orcs or something like that. Okay, so when this dude hits you with an attack, or you hit it with an attack, its base damage goes up by 1. I guess that's why the alchemists recommend caution approaching it. That seems like it can get out of hand very fast, right? But also, let's hear it out for a second, right? This thing has 8 health points. Let's assume you're going up to an average party, which is, I believe it's 4 people, right? The average adventure party is 4 people. Assuming just about everyone is going to get a hit on this thing, right? It's probably not surviving a round. Probably not. Maybe 2, but probably not. However, if all 4 people hit this creature, that's crazy. Although I am seeing the first action, and maybe it's not as crazy as I thought. Let's continue reading. Healing Spores. Each time the lion's mane shroomlet deals negative attack damage, it heals the targets for that amount. Whoa, okay. Whoa. This, all right, hold on. I actually really freaking love this now. Hold on. That might be, dare I say, genius? Dare I say? I don't know. 3 action points plus 5, save DC of 10, speed of 1. Tendril Strike. Melee, -3 bludgeoning damage. So if it hits you with that attack, you are getting healed 3 damage, or you're getting healed 3 health points. Attack enhancements +1 Spore Whirlwind. Make a single attack check against the physical defense of all creatures of your choice within 1 space of you. On a hit, you deal your damage to each creature. Okay. Extend attack. Melee range is increased by 1 space for the attack check. Okay. So I thought I was going to have problems with this. I'm going to be honest. I don't. I love the idea of this monster now. I love the giveth and taketh concept with this thing. Imagine you have a ranger in your party, or a druid, right? And they are well versed in the knowledge of plants or whatever, and they're very aware of this thing. Most party members, if they're in a roll initiative scenario, they're going to immediately just start going for attacks and everything, right? But that ranger or that druid in that situation might be like, no, guys, hold up. Don't attack this thing. Just let it do its thing. Yeah, I'm going to see what you guys think. I honestly don't really have much notes with this one. This one's kind of cool. I'll be honest. This was thought to be a monster for a one-shot adventure. It feels like it. The 8 HP makes bloodied and well-bloodied easy. Yes. That's a lot of negatives. Yep. In D&D, blind immunity and blind sight are always together. I'm talking about the blind beyond this radius part. That part felt a little strange to me. It makes sense. Basically, it can sense anything within 8 spaces, but not beyond. And because it isn't using sight, can't be blinded within 8 spaces. That's fair. I have to pull out for work. I'll try to stop by more when I can. Night Tendo, thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you have an excellent night. This is super unique. If it heals with an attack, yeah, I got there eventually. Healing potion gone wrong for a one-shot was the thought. What a great inspiration. Genuinely good job with this monster. Great job with this monster. Yeah, I really like this one. If you don't look at it as an enemy monster, then it's a good creature. Exactly. Maybe temp HP instead of HP. That's what I think. I think that sounds okay. I could see it going either way. But this one's really cute. I like that if you don't attack it, it's just healing. But if you do attack it, the healing turns to damage. I like this thing. Oh my goodness. Macy's in the chat. That is my sister. What's up, little sister? Did you check the other channel? I left you a surprise there. And another surprise is dropping tomorrow at 4. And then another surprise is dropping on Friday at 3. Yeah. Yeah. If y'all don't know, I have a channel that's not related to TTRPGs. I review movies on there now. Genuinely, good job. I like this monster. That's an A+. I love this. I love this monster. Yes, everyone is saying hello, sister. Wait, what did you do? I guess you got to check your subscription feed unless you unsubscribed. I should probably show off. I should probably do a little bit of a plug because everyone's going to be a little curious. Like, hey, what you doing? All right, let me get this like super zoomed in. It's blurry, but we'll just do this. Oh my goodness, look at that. On a different channel called Jakin Shaw, I now upload videos, movie reviews specifically. I've explained it a little bit in the past. My passions are usually it's TTRPGs, but it's mainly movies. So this other channel is where I let out more of the movie energy. So movie reviews, boom! You have one today. It's The Wolfman. Spoiler alert. Tomorrow's review is Nosferatu. Friday's review is Wallace and Gromit: Vengeance Most Foul. So yeah, that's what I'm referring to. She bullied me. She was like, I think you should go back and make some reviews because I would watch them. And I was like, fine. You know what? I'm gonna give you your own little series. They're literally called Reviews for Macy. That's what they're called. So boom, there you go. Oh man, it's getting hot in here. It was actually really cold because it's cold in Texas, but I don't need the heater now. Goodbye, heater. Okay, dokie. Let's review the next monster. And guys, Jakin Shaw, S-H-A-W. S-H-A-W. This next monster that we're going to be pulling up, it's from a community favorite. It's from everyone's favorite sassy person. The one with the attitude. The one with the sass. The one. The only. King Hodop. Oh yeah, here we go. Here we go. Oh my god. This is a behemoth of a stat block. All right, buckle up. Buckle up. Fix your hats. Fix your hats, which by the way, you can buy hats. You can buy hats. Fix your hats. Get a little sippage of some beverage. And here we go. This is a massive stat block we're about to review. Oh, man. Tabletop Phoenix, what's up? Howdy. Hope you're doing well. Can't believe you do my dude hold up like that. All right, here we go. Borathemus, the Great Boar. This is a gargantuan beast. Oh, wow. It's like a kaiju. Level 10 bruiser solo. So you are supposed to fight this on its own, not accompanied by anything else. Bruiser means it is strong and tough, focuses on heavy melee attacks. Ooh, here we go. I'm excited. 60 health points, physical defense of 22, mental defense of 17, physical damage reduction of 3. Whoa. Mental damage reduction of 3. Already, this is crazy powerful. That thing is the 100 level tower monster. What on earth? What on earth? That's strong. This is already strong. It's got a might of 5 with a save of 10, agility 5, save of 10, charisma 2, save of 7, intelligence -2, save of 3. Our skills are awareness, athletics, and acrobatics. Vulnerabilities. Okay, so we got some vulnerabilities with this thing. It takes double corrosive damage, double poison, and double umbral. Okay, that's cool. It is powerful, but we're already building in some weaknesses. That's very cool. Conditions, taunted, special. Oh. And it speaks beast kind, boar. I'm loving this thing already. Unyielding movement. Borathemus ignores difficult terrain and always moves at least 3 spaces when it takes the move action. Okay, so it has a minimum number of spaces it has to move and ignores difficult terrain. Okay, I'm cool with that. Thick hide. Borathemus' physical damage reduction applies to all physical damage it takes, regardless of whether it targets physical damage. Okay. This would apply to ongoing effects like poisoned, burning, or environmental effects that deal damage. Note that bleeding deals true damage and cannot be reduced by any means. Wow. Physical damage reduction applies to all physical damage it takes. Woo! Oh my goodness, we got a bot. We got a bot in the chat. Oh my goodness. Cheap viewers on streamboot.com. Listen, pal. What if I did this? What if I cast the banhammer? Boop. Get out of here. Get out of here with that crap. All right. Oh, wow. So all physical damage is reduced by the PDR. Okay. I think I'm okay with that. I also feel like that's a little bit of HODOP coming out. A little bit of not a fan of how physical damage reduction works in DC20. I feel like that's HODOP flexing a little bit. Yeah, that was on Twitch, Glenn. Yeah. Need 3 more likes and there's 12 people watching. Guys, what are we doing? What are we doing? We're at 7 likes. 7 out of 10. We're almost at the goal. We can do it. All right, let's move on. Pure Beast. Borathemus' nature as a pure beast makes it vulnerable to corrosive, poison, and umbral damage. Okay, so that's already been reflected. Hogtie. Borathemus can be grappled by smaller creatures that work together cleverly. Seems vague. 4 medium creatures or 2 large creatures can attempt a team grapple against Borathemus. Okay. All grapplers make a grapple check. Borathemus makes a martial check. If the grapplers succeed, Borathemus becomes restrained. While restrained, its physical defense drops by 10. Try to reward players that attempt clever ways to trap it. Interesting. So 4 medium creatures or 2 large creatures can attempt a team grapple against Borathemus. They all make the grapple check. Borathemus makes the martial check. If the grapplers succeed, Borathemus becomes restrained. While restrained, its physical defense drops by 10. And we're at a physical defense of 22, so that would drop it to a 12. A 12, 17, 22. Okay. I don't think I'm opposed to that. I don't think I'm opposed to that. What do we think? What do we think of that one? How many level 2 players do you need to kill that? That's a great question. I just thought we're at 9 likes. We're at 9 out of 10. Who's gonna be that last one? Who's gonna claim credit for being that last like? I don't know. Gotta run a game, have fun. Glenn, thank you so much for hanging out. I'm glad you had fun at that con. I'm very jealous of all the people you got to meet. Good luck with your game tonight. Adios. I think this is really good so far. I think so too. All right. Volatile Temper. While Borethemus is taunted, its physical defense and mental defense drop by 5, and it loses 1 physical damage reduction and mental damage reduction. Okay. I'm not opposed to that, right? And I don't dislike that, but it is starting to get into the territory of, if I'm the game master and I'm running this monster, that it's starting to feel like there might be a lot of different things I'm gonna have to like track and keep in a row, like more ducks than I can handle from behind a DM screen. Again, that might just be a me thing, but it feels like that one kind of starts slowly getting in that kind of territory. We'll see though. Violent Fury. While Borethemus is bloodied, its physical defense and mental defense drops by 5. Its physical damage reduction and mental damage reduction drops by 1, and it gains a +5 to its attacks. So it's kind of like this boar goes into a rage. Again, that's starting to change stats and everything on the fly, depending on what's going on. Not opposed to it, but it is extra work on the GM to run. Again, not opposed. Not opposed. All right. Relentless Endurance. We're familiar with that. Borethemus becomes well-bloodied. It gains access to the Strong Body reaction, as well as 2 Apex action points every round. What is the Strong Body reaction? It's over here on the right. It's 1 action point. On a trigger, Borethemus takes damage while it is well-bloodied. Reaction, Borethemus decreases the damage by 5. Holy crap. This is at level 10? Whoa. Whoa. Holy crap, we just hit 15 likes. Oh, how did I miss that? Guys, we did it. We broke a goal. We broke a stream goal. Give yourselves a round of applause. Who's taking credit for bringing it to 10, though? Who is that one that brought it to 10? That's what I want to know. Who's stealing that credit? Oh, man. I often forget my monster's reactions. I can't imagine how I'll remember all that at the time of the fight. I don't think I will. Which, by the way, a little bit of a plug, right? Not for myself, but a different DC20 creator. Tian Tori has a wonderful video about DC20 stat blocks, and taking inspiration from the first edition of Dungeons and Dragons and applying that kind of monster stat block to DC20. I really enjoy that video. So if this kind of stat block isn't for you, I would highly recommend watching that video and checking out the alternative, which is like 3 little lines of text, the bare minimum. The bare minimum. It's super good. It's super good. There are a lot of levers being pulled with this one. I got all 5 of my users watching and liking the stream. You're a real one. All right. Undying. Borethemus has a death threshold of 5. While on its death threshold, Borethemus has advantage 2 on all attacks it makes. Whoa. Whoa. This is already a strong creature, right? And then when it gets to that well-bloodied part and starts taking damage, it becomes even harder to kill, right? And then on top of that, it's got a death threshold. I don't know that I like this strong of a creature having a death threshold. I don't know. I don't know about it. I don't know. Joel is here and he says, I got the screenshot for like number 10, by the way. Joel, you're the one? You're the one who did it? Hold on. We're getting personal. Joel. Boom. By the way, if you're in the Swordplay and Sorcery Discord server, which if you're not, ! Discord in the chat to join. I would love to see that screenshot and how close you got. That'd be awesome. Yeah, I don't like the undying part. After thinking about it for a minute of rizzing up a chatter, I don't think I like it. All right, let's go ahead and keep scrolling down. Oh boy. All right, 4 action points, not 6. That's already a strong start. Plus 10 to attack, save DC of 20, speed of 7. That all seems fine. 1 action point, gore. It's melee, 7 piercing damage. That seems fine. That seems fine to me. 2 action points, charge. Borethemus moves up to its speed in a straight line. Borethemus makes an attack against all targets it passes through, and they must make a physical save. Ooh, okay. On a hit, the target takes 4 piercing damage. Save failure, the target is knocked back 4 spaces and falls prone. That makes sense to me. I'm not mad about that. Storming charge. If Borethemus moves 10 spaces before the attack, it deals +4 damage against the last target in the line. And that target's knockback is calculated from Borethemus's final space. So if it takes 10 spaces to move forward, right? So that's got to be at minimum 2 action points being spent to move, and then your final 2 action points to do the charge. Right? So that's all of your action points for that turn. It deals +4 damage against the last target in the line. So they would take, wow. Okay, so they would take 8 piercing damage on the hit. And the target's knockback is calculated from Borethemus's final space. I like that. I like it. It's crazy. It's powerful, but I like that. I think that works. Okay, now we gotta scroll. Now we gotta scroll this down. Swoop. There we go. All right, 2 action points. Stomp. 2 space radius. Area of effect. 4 bludgeoning damage. +1 action point for a forceful stomp. All targets make a physical save. On a failure, they fall prone. 2 action points for a groundbreaking stomp. All ground within 5 spaces of Borethemus becomes difficult terrain and is moved 1 space downward. Whoa! So he's making like a crater around him. The ground within 2 spaces of Borethemus is moved 2 spaces downward. This provides Borethemus half cover from ranged attacks outside of 2 spaces. Whoa! That's crazy. That's crazy. And everyone would take 4 bludgeoning damage. Maybe they would fall prone. It's not game breaking, I don't think. And I think it's fine if it's left here. It's also powerful in a crazy way to where I could see that being like, I could see that being an Apex action, but I think I'm okay with that. I think I like that. Yeah, I think I'm fine with that. Roar. 10 space area of effect, 3 action points. Spell check against mental defense or mystical defense. 2 sonic damage. All targets make a charisma save. On a failure, the target is intimidated for 1 round. Failure 5, the target is rattled for 1 round. Failure 10, the target is frightened for 1 round. So we go from intimidated to rattled to frightened. I think that makes sense. I think that makes sense. I'm okay with that. This is a crazy stat block. There's a crazy stat block. And attack enhancements, we have knockback for 1 action point. Physical save, failure, the target is horizontally knocked back 4 spaces, +1 for every 5. The target, oh, that's a great way to type that out. +1 for every 5. I might start doing that for my personal stat blocks. I like that. The target can choose to reduce this knockback by 3 spaces and instead fall prone. Interesting. Okay. Repeated save. A repeated physical save. Failure, the target becomes bleeding 2 and heavily impaired. This is a repeated save. Interesting. I guess until you do like a medicine check or close the wound or something. Okay. That one can be kind of crazy, but okay. And then 1 action point for crush, physical save, failure. The target becomes grappled. Failure 5, the target becomes restrained. Failure 10, the target becomes prone as well. So we go from grappled, restrained to prone. A new effect for every 5 you fail. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't think I have a problem with it. I don't know that I love it, but I don't think I have a problem with it for now. Reactions. Strong body. Trigger. Borthemus takes damage. Oh wait, we already read that one. Temperamental rebuke. This is when they're taunted. Borthemus makes an attack against the target. Okay. Chase down. Creature starts in Borthemus' melee range and moves 3 spaces away. Borthemus moves 3 spaces toward the target and makes an attack. All right, so I'm going to guess for chase down, that's 2 action points, and then you have to spend a 3rd. So if you're close to Borthemus, right, and then you get up there to then run away, is that then the strat of you getting Borthemus to waste 3 action points so they start their turn with 1 less? Is that the intention of that one? I could see that. It really is kind of like a raging bull. It really is. HP threshold. This is a reminder so you don't forget the different phases of this combat. Oh, it's literally just a note for the GMs. Okay. And Frenzied Roar. When Borthemus becomes bloodied, it uses Roar as a reaction without spending any action points. Wow. Wow. What a stat block. What a stat block. I imagine this being a folklore creature on why ravines and craters exist. Oh, that'd be kind of cool. POV, it's a crazy stat block. Yeah, this is a crazy stat block. I think Jakin is Jakin. Okay. With only level 2 available, it is difficult to tell if this is and will be in any way balanced. Yeah, theoretically, based on what little stats and theorizing we have, It sounds okay. It sounds fitting for the level. It doesn't sound like it's powerful beyond level 10. And this is also, we got to keep in mind, this is a solo monster, right? So this is meant to be, you fight this and only this. There's no minions, there's no henchmen, there's no other people fighting alongside this, right? I think Hodop did a really great job of finding the line, right? Of what is getting up to it but doesn't cross it. I think the only thing that I would immediately change is Undying. I would not add a death threshold to this thing. Like, if this thing hits 0 hit points, it should just die. I don't think we should give it the death threshold, especially when other crazy effects happen at the lower health, right? Everything else is kind of within reason. This is a lot to keep track of if you're a GM, but if you're running combat, this is one where it's like, this is your focus. You are focused on this. So you really need your players to communicate and be responsible. What conditions do they have on themselves? What status effects do they have? Whose turn is up next? Little things like that will help speed up combat and will make running this monster a lot of fun. I'm gonna give this one an A. It's almost A+. If it didn't have Undying, I would give it A+. But yeah, I think Hodop did a great job of finding the line of what is almost too much, like too powerful, and then stayed under that line. Good job, Hodop. Good job. I just realized the stream's like number seems to be one lower than YouTube. I guess I'm gonna have to fight it. I don't know. I'm being so for real. We have no idea if it's balanced. Maybe a well-equipped level 10 team can kill it easily. I think you could have a lower team kill it. I honestly do. We just saw with the latest monsters that were released in a DC20 magazine that basically the health that we've been working off of for making these monsters has been doubled, right? So I thought that was crazy at first, but I actually agree with it. Monsters were really easy to kill. We underestimate how much damage players can do in DC20 because you have 4 action points, right? Spend 1 action point to attack, another to add a point of damage, another to add a point of damage, another to add a point of damage. If you hit just base damage, that's like 4 points of damage. Then for every 5 you go over that physical defense, that's another point. That's another point. If it's a natural 20, that's 2 extra points. It adds up. So honestly, you could have less than level 10 party probably be pretty evenly matched with this thing. It would be a deadly encounter. I would argue it might be a hard encounter. But this is still very powerful. When it hits and it lands a hit, it hits. Good night, bro. Thank you for content. It makes me very happy. Goodbye, sister. Thank you for coming and stream. Bye, sister Jakin. Hodop's monster's HP seems to not be doubled. That's what I'm saying. This seems really well balanced and pretty powerful as it is. And given what we saw with the latest monsters and how they have basically doubled their HP, this thing might need... I don't even know that 120 is the right number because we haven't seen what the higher level numbers should be. We just have theories. I would honestly maybe make this 80. Maybe. Again, there's so many factors we don't know, but as of right now, with how things are, this seems okay. This seems okay. Alrighty. Let's move on to our next monster. Thank you, King Hodop, for that one. That one was crazy. Oh my gosh. All right. In the Discord, this one comes from L300. And look what we got here. We got a classic one. Good night from Germany. Thank you so much for hanging out. Have a good night. All right, here we go. So, we have this Succubus Incubus. This is a medium fiend, level 4 enchanter, mid-tier. Influences minds and alters perceptions. Seems pretty on key. 16 health points, physical defense, and mental defense of 14. No damage reduction of any kind. Might of 2, agility 2, charisma 4 with a save of 9, intelligence 3 with a save of 5. Influence 4, trickery 3, occultism 3. Those seem fitting. Devil sight 15. Ooh. Passive awareness 16. Okay. Resistance, umbral half, fiendish damage half. Fiendish damage. Is that a thing in DC20? Fiendish damage. I'm not sure what that means. Vulnerable, radiant double. Okay. Charmed, advantage. Speaks fiendish, and any picked up through souls eaten with a draining kiss. Okay. I'm with you now. All right. Fiendish element. When running this creature, choose a fiendish element. Fire, cold, lightning, corrosion, or poison. Okay. The succubus gains resistance half to the chosen element. The chosen element is the damage type of the succubus's fiendish damage, included in resistances and actions. Okay. Okay, so whatever fiendish damage you have. Okay, I'm with you now. That makes sense. Okay. So it's either fire, cold, lightning, corrosion, or poison. Okay. Wings. The succubus has a glide speed. Okay. Shape-shifting. The succubus can take on the form of any small or medium humanoid creature. Its stats are unchanged. They will always take the form of whatever or whoever a chosen creature around them finds most attractive. While transformed, the succubus no longer has a glide speed unless the form it takes has wings. Good to know. They also can't take the claws action while in their disguised form. The succubus will revert to its turn form if it falls unconscious or dies. Okay, this seems like it's pretty 5th edition converted. Okay. Read heart and mind. A succubus can read the surface level thoughts and emotions on any creature charmed by it. Part of me thinks to make that a save of some kind, just because mental damage and that kind of thing is in DC20, right? So there's a little bit of a translation to be addressed there, at least to me. Like, if we look at the early alpha copies of DC20, back when the Scion was going to be one of the classes, that gave us a lot of insight on how mind reading and mind games work in DC20. So I'm not sure I would make that. I'm not sure that I would leave that as a surface level thing, but I'm not opposed. But I think it could be improved. Draining Kiss. Any creature that kisses a succubus must make a charisma save against the succubus's save DC. Anyone that creature it or that help that kisses it makes a charisma save against the save DC, which is 15. Okay. Fail. They take 10 plus 2 each 5 they fail by. Umbral damage. Holy crap. And the succubuses regain HP equal to the damage taken. Holy crap. The succubus eats the soul of any creature killed by its draining kiss. The succubus has all the memories of a creature's soul it has eaten. Success by 5. If they were charmed by the succubus, they are no longer charmed. Holy crap. Okay. Give me a second while I pull up a succubus in D&D 5e. Because I'm wondering if that was the damage just taken immediately from that and then just kind of thrown on the stat block. Let's see. Draining Kiss. 5d. Okay, so we got 5d10 plus 5. That's 32 damage. This is a challenge rating of 4. And the one that we have is level 4 as well. 10 damage at level 4 seems high. I'm not gonna lie, that one seems high. Master TMO, howdy. Howdy to you. Howdy, howdy. C's name, Awoga. Sorry about the grammar. You're all good. You already have to make a save against the charm condition. You already have to make a save against the charm condition. For what? I think I'm a little confused on that chat message. Are these stat blocks posted anywhere I would use? Yeah. Exclamation point Discord in the chat to join the Swordplay and Sorcery Discord server. There you can see all the monsters that I've made, both before this website and during this website's development. And you can see all the monsters that are shared here in the Share Your Monsters section of the Discord. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Draining Kiss seems like really, really powerful. That's basically killing... That's basically like killing a player at that point. It's not quite... But that's pretty close. That's pretty close. Devil's Tongue. The succubus has advantage on influence checks made to lie. Okay. Weaknesses. Banishing Incantation. If a creature resists a banishing incantation and the succubus can hear it, the succubus must make a mental save versus the creature's religion, occultism, or arcana check. Oh, that's interesting. On a fail, the succubus will revert to its true form. On a success, it stays disguised and becomes immune to this weakness for the next 24 hours. The succubus is immune to any incantation it has already resisted. Wow. Okay. I don't think I have a problem with that. It must make a... So it's a mental save versus the creature's religion, occultism, or arcana check. So you can leave it as just having those 3 listed, right? Leave it up as an option. But I think you could probably get away with just rounding that up into an intelligence check. But yeah, I could see that one being either way. I could see it being leaving up to choice a specific one or making it just an intelligence check. But yeah, okay. All right, so we got 4 action points, plus 5 to attack, save DC of 15, speed of 5. Cool. 1 action point for charm, 12 spaces. Whoa. That's a big range. Spell check versus the target's charisma save. So on a success, the target is charmed. On a fail, the target is immune to being charmed by the succubus for the next minute. Success by 5, they are immune for the next 24 hours. Okay. So target is charmed on a success. So success 5, they are immune for the next 24 hours. I think you might mean fail by 5. I think I see what you mean. Okay. Cutting words. Spell attack. 6 spaces. 2 psychic. Target must be able to hear the succubus. Okay. Daze. So you can pop daze onto that one. Mental save. On a failure, they become dazed. Okay. I don't see any issue with that. Claws. Melee 2 slashing. Cool. Fiendish weapon. Melee spell attack, 3 spaces, 3 umbral or fiendish damage. Okay, so you get to choose the damage. Okay. Tethered. Fiendish collar, mental save. On a failure, the target is tethered by the fiendish weapon. If a creature starts its turn, I'm assuming in the weapon, it takes 1 point of fiendish damage. That's kind of a cool mechanic. Fiendish bolt. Range spell attack, 5/10, 2 umbral or fiendish damage. Okay. And then attack enhancements, we have fiendish claws. 1 umbral or fiend's damage to claw attacks. All right. Overall, not a bad stat block at all. I don't think that's necessarily bad at all. Like I kind of already went over earlier, I really think the only thing I would caution you to and be a little careful about is the Draining Kiss. That is a lot of damage for level 4, right? That's 10 damage. That's a majority of a PC's health by that level. It's not necessarily going to one-shot like kill them, but that's going to bring them down way more than half. Should a kiss happen. Now, again, that is a feature, right? That is if you choose to kiss this creature, this happens. This isn't like an attack that happens every turn. So there is some grace with that. But even then, that's some crazy damage. I'm not totally gung-ho about it, but I also understand that it's a feature. You have to kiss the succubus. However, there are things to charm the creatures into a kiss. So we'll see. Well, we'll see. This is why I want to call in the future. That why I could explain things better. Somewhat off-topic question. The bandits in the beta rules release have the option to add poison to their attack. Do PCs still have to save even if the attack misses? Maneuvers do force a save roll. The bandits. Let me check on that for you. You're asking specifically about the bandits. You're saying they have the poison stat block. I'm assuming you're talking about from the monster starter pack. Or not from the... Oh, wait, you're talking about the bandit captain. Okay, I see. I can't show this, but let me take a gander. Range 10, 21 piercing. So you add 2 action points to add the poison. So you have them do a physical save. On a failure, the target is poisoned for 1 minute. So that's... My understanding is if you're... I believe it's if you hit... they make the save. If you don't hit, they don't make the save. If I'm remembering it correctly, I believe that's how that works. Oh wait, man, I think Manic's saying otherwise. Missed attacks still require saves of their effects. I lied. Don't listen to me. I guess it because it can graze you, I suppose. Oh, exactly what Manic just said. Yep. Listen to Manic. Manic knows. Manic's been working on a website dedicated to this. I'm winging it. Oh man. But Liam, thank you for that submission. All right, we have, let's see, it's 8:02 already. All right, we're gonna save your other submission for the next time we do one of these, because we do have 3 special stat blocks that we want to get to. We're not gonna get through all. How many of these are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're not gonna get through all 6 categories of these because there's so many stat blocks submitted for these, but we're at least going to do Five Nights at Freddy's game number 1. Let's get into this, the moment you've all been waiting for, the Five Nights at Freddy's stat blocks. Here we go. Alrighty. All right, so we got some interesting little flavor text at the bottom. I can't wait to get to that. All right, so this applies to Bonnie, Chica, Endo 1, Toy Freddy, Toy Bonnie, Toy Chica, Withered Freddy, Withered Bonnie, Endo 2. Inspiration comes from youtube.com playlist. Dear Jakin, oh wait, hold on. Actually, I feel like I should show that. That's interesting. Haven't seen one of these yet. Dear Jakin, most of these monsters are modified versions of D&D homebrew monsters from the link above. Fighting tips. Try not to engage. Hiding is encouraged if spotted. If a fight is needed, keep at distance. Wow. Let me pull up this link on the side just in case. Holy crap, this really is just a whole playlist. You weren't kidding. So this playlist is from a creator called Flintworth. How to run Five Nights at Freddy's in Dungeons and Dragons. Look at that. Wow. Oh my gosh, and you've just been going through doing all the conversions on your own time. Daggum. That is awesome. Oh man. Vicious, what's going on? You're just in time. We are reviewing Five Nights at Freddy's stat blocks for the RPG system DC20. Let's get into this. So this is the Stalker animatronic. This applies to Bonnie and Chica. I recognize those 2 names. I recognize Freddy. Bonnie's the rabbit. Chica is the bird. Freddy is the bear. I don't know who Endo 1 is. I thought of the Ghostbusters vehicle, but that's the Ecto 1. Oh, that is a freaky little dude. Oh. Oh. Oh wait. Is that it? It's just a skeleton. Okay, that's freaky. Toy Freddy, Toy Bonnie, Toy Chica, Withered Freddy, Withered Bonnie, Withered Chica, and Endo 2. Okay. So Stalker animatronic, medium construct, level 2 bruiser. So strong and tough, they focus on heavy melee attacks. Health points 36. Woo! For level 2. Oh wait, you probably doubled everything, because that's around what they should be now, isn't it? Oh, I think you're right. Yeah, that seems about right now. Hi. Physical defense of 13, mental defense of 11, no damage reduction, might of 1, agility 1 with a save of 2, charisma 1, intelligence -2. We got intimidation +3, stealth, performance, charisma +5. Dark vision 5, passive awareness of 8. Okay. Resistance, bludgeoning 1, piercing 1, slashing 1. Okay, so basically the physicals. Physical damage, basically just 1. Radiant, sonic, umbral, cold, fire, water. Radiant 1, sonic 1, umbral half, cold immune, fire double, water 2. Interesting. I wonder why water isn't double like fire. Because I would assume like water on them would short circuit them. But I'm guessing because you're the Five Nights at Freddy's fan, I'm guessing there's a lore reason why it doesn't do as much as fire. I'm guessing there's a lore reason behind it. Fire double, water 2, corrosion 1, lightning 2 for vulnerabilities. Conditions: immune to bleeding, charmed, dazed, exhaustion, petrified, poisoned, stunned. Bleeding, charmed, dazed, exhaustion, petrified, poisoned, stunned. Those make sense to me. Understands common. Birthday surprise. If the stalker surprises a creature and hits it with an attack during the first round of combat, the target takes an extra 3 damage from the attack. I think that makes sense. I think that makes sense. It's only applied once. It's not an ongoing thing. That checks out for me. Hugger. The stalker has advantage 1 on attack rolls against any creatures it has grappled. That makes sense. It's a strong little construct. Checks out. It's got 3 action points. It's got a +4 to attack, a save DC of 13, and a speed of 5. For 1 action point, we can do a slam attack, melee 2 bludgeoning damage. Okay. And our hug can be 2 action points. Target makes a physical save. On a failure, target is grappled and takes 2 bludgeoning damage at the start of every turn. And then attack enhancements, sparking, +1. So +1 lightning damage. That's a cool little flavor feature. The only thing I would change is the hug failure. So they take 2 bludgeoning damage at the start of every turn, and they're grappled. Ideally, you want whatever that bludgeoning damage is, you want that to be part of the attack. You don't necessarily want that to be the result of failing a save, because you don't have creatures, or you don't have the players roll saves for damage in DC20. So what I would try to find is like making the hug like a bludgeoning kind of attack, and then the add-on with that is the physical save for the grappled condition. That's probably how I would approach it. But other than that, this one's creepy. Especially when I think of that, what was it called? The Endo 1 skeleton. The thought of that thing is terrifying. I've never seen one of those coming from those games. Fire and water are vulnerabilities. Fire can set the souls free. Oh, interesting. That's a thing. Oh, if that's the case, I would consider looking at that being some kind of feature too. I have no idea what I would call it, but having a feature that states, like if it's brought down to like 0 health points, as a result of fire or whatever, the soul is set free, and maybe there's some kind of effect that happens because of that. That might would be something cool to add to the stat block. And you said you just fixed it. Refresh. Oh, it might take a little bit. All right. So that's the first of the 3. Let's move on to the next one. Oh, I didn't even announce who these are made by. This is made by A the Ant, if you can't tell, who's also in our chat. All right, so next up from A the Ant, we have the Runner. This applies to Foxy and Withered Foxy. Foxy is the... I'm trying to remember what that fox one looks like. Oh, yeah. The one with the eye patch and the hook. Yes. Okay, the pirate. Yes. Okay. All right. Oh, we also have a different little fighting tip at the bottom than the other ones had. Pull this up. Try not to engage. Hiding is encouraged if spotted. Do not run, as it is faster. If a fight is needed, close combat and ranged combat are both good, or close combat and ranged combat are both good options. Okay. Let's dive into this Runner animatronic. This is specifically for the Foxy character, or Foxy and Withered Foxy. Medium construct, level 2 skirmisher, high tier. Agile and quick, strikes and retreats. HP 32, physical defense of 16, mental defense 11, no damage reduction, might 1, agility 4, save of 5, charisma 2, intelligence -1. We have intimidation +3, stealth +4, performance, charisma +6. All right, so we're a little better. Okay, we're doing a little better than the other one. Interesting. Looks like we have the same resistances, the same vulnerabilities, the same conditions. All right, that checks out. Birthday surprise. Oh, this one's extra. The target takes an extra 6 damage from the attack. Golly. At level 2. That seems a little high for level 2. I'm trying to think how I would scale that. Because if I'm remembering the last one correctly, it was +3 damage. I would, if this is going to be a scaling thing, I would make Foxy's 4 and then make the other one, the Stalker, I would make the other one 2. So make the other one 2, make Foxy 4, if this is going to be like a thing that's scaling up. Because I'm assuming the Freddy stat block is going to have the birthday surprise and it's going to do more damage. Which, if that's the case, I would have that one be the 6 damage. Maybe. Assuming that if this is like a scaling thing with the stat blocks. We'll see. 4 action points, +4 to attack, save DC of 16, and a speed of 6. That extra speed makes sense. It's got a slam attack for 4 bludgeoning damage. A hook, 2 slashing damage. Target makes a might save. On a failure, the target is bleeding. Fun time. Oh, we also have it's showtime 3 times. 3 action points. 6 recharge. Until the runner's next turn, its speed increases to 8. Physical defense increases by 2. Gains advantage 1 on agility saving throws, and attacks score a critical hit on a 19 or 20. Oh, interesting. Okay, let's break this one down. Again, this is one of the things I had with the King Hodop stat block for the giant boar thing, right? Once you start going into the thing of like you're changing a bunch of stats at once, it starts to become a little bit harder on the GM to run. Especially if this is going to be run with a group of other animatronics, right? It becomes a lot more to keep track of in a moment. That's not going to be the case for everybody. That's not going to be the case for every encounter that this is used in, but that's a very real possibility right now. Here's what I like with it, right? So it's until the next turn. So already that's saying, hey, there is a time limit on this, and then it's got a recharge of 6. So already, that's an improvement, right? Speed increases to 8. Okay, physical increases by 2. Gains advantage 1 on agility saves. And this last part is the only part that I have the major critique about. And it's not so much because I have a critique of it. It's more so because of the DC20 design philosophy. I can't remember if this was said in a Tuesday night Dungeon Coach live stream or if it was in a patron live stream. But I know that the coach is very, very hesitant to add anything that changes the critical hits. So like an attack score and attacks score a critical hit on a 19 or 20. He's very resistant to that idea. He's not in favor of that. I don't believe that he's necessarily shot it down, but he's doing everything he can to avoid that. So I would try something else there. I'm trying to think what you could do if you did want to change it. If not, I think it's fine. But if you want to try to stick closer to the DC20 design philosophy, avoiding things like that will help you out in the long run. At least with where the coach's current state of mind is at from the live streams. Who knows? He might change his tune. He might come up with an effect for a subclass and be like, you know what? I'm sold. This is now a concept in DC20. And it's like, all right, time to add these to a bunch of monsters. Because I know that's what I would do. But yeah, this is a fun stat block. It's scary. It's powerful. But this is a fun stat block. This is really fun. I can see why that can be thought. I do have another monster that does that, but it's way stronger, so I might get rid of that on this one, and I just replaced it. I liked the keen weapons in 3.5 that extended the critical range. I do miss that. Ooh. Whoa, that's a cool concept. Extends the critical range. We might have to play around with that sometime. I like that idea. Extending the critical range. That goes against everything that we just talked about with the DC20 design philosophy. But dang, that sounds cool. All right. And for our final stat block of the night, the one you've all been waiting for, the one that's been all over this thumbnail, posted all over social media, Discord servers, Reddits, Mr. Freddy Fivebear, Mr. Freddy Fazbear, the Burr himself. Or. Look at this. Oh man. Try not to engage. Hiding is encouraged if spotted. If a fight is needed, stay close to it. Ugh. This applies to Freddy Fazbear, Golden Freddy, and Withered Golden Freddy. What is a Golden Freddy? Golden Freddy. Mysterious and ghost-like entity who takes on the form of a yellow animatronic bear. Okay. Creepy. I like it. All right. Let's get into it. Level 3. Lurker. Hides and waits, only engaging when the odds are in its favor. 40 health points. Physical defense of 17. Mental defense of 13. 40 health points. Let me check something real quick. Let me check something. Stupidity boop boop boop. Oh yeah. So Remember how we were talking about how Hodop's Beast has 60 health points and that might be too low? This level 4 Beast, which I can show this one because Coach has approved it before. This level 4 Beast in DC20 has 60 health points. 60. What do you think that means for level 10 with King Hodop? I think 40 is reasonable. I think 40 is reasonable. You might could even go up. I'll be honest. You might could increase all of your stat blocks a little bit more. That's wild. I just wanted to check that real quick. Yeah, we can show that one. We can't show the other ones in the document, but we can show that one. We've gotten the A-OK before. All right. So the Master Animatronic, Intimidation, Stealth, and Performance has the higher performance. Dark Vision 5, Passive Awareness 12. All right, so everything gets a slight little increase, little bit of a bump. Resistances all look the same. Vulnerabilities all look the same. Conditions all look the same. Understands commons. Okay, so this is pretty standard for most of the stat blocks. I bet that makes doing these stat blocks feel nice. Like, just feels really like a relief. You don't have to change that much in that early part. You can just kind of refill it and then just keep going. Features. It has the birthday surprise. If the master surprises a creature and hits it with an attack during the first round of combat, the target takes an extra 6 damage from the attack. 6 damage. Is it possible you already lowered it? The thumbnail's outdated. Ah, so you've already tweaked this. You've already tweaked this, you sly dog. It's a lot easier to do them because of that? Yeah, I bet so. I wonder, even with the official monsters, how much will be changed as the player's abilities are fleshed out and balanced. They're probably going to change some more, especially when we get these subclasses. Because even before the subclasses, when I had my players, they were taking down monsters really easily. So they needed all that extra health. I feel like with how crazy the health got, I think we're good for now, but I could see it maybe going up more depending on what kind of shenanigans people can find with these subclass combos. And the thumbnail is no longer outdated because it was 45 and I redid it to 45 HP. Oh, okay, I see. 4 action points, plus 4 to attack, save DC of 16, speed of 6. Slam attack, melee for bludgeoning damage. Okay. Unearthly Chuckle. Oh my god, I love that name. The master lets out a laugh that unsettles any creature that hears it. Every non-animatronic within 12 spaces that can hear it must make a charisma save. Nice. On a failure, all targets are frightened for 6 rounds. Woo, that's powerful. A target may attempt the check once at the end of their turns and are no longer frightened on a success. Okay. So that has a 5 to 6 recharge. It does 6 rounds, but you can attempt to end it once each turn. Okay, I think that's fine. The only thing I would change with Unearthly Chuckle, or at least recommend, I like the flavor text of every non-animatronic, but you could get away with making it a construct. Just saying every non-construct. Only because, let's say someone does play something like a Warforged, something construct-like, right? That could provide a really cool roleplay moment where everyone else is in fear because of this chuckle, but the one like Warforged player, because he's so similar to the construct or these animatronics, he's not really affected by that. That could be cool. That's not something I would necessarily change. It's just something you could. It could be cool. Attack enhancements, sparking, +1 lightning damage. That one's fun. Pitch black eyes. Oh god. The master gains 1 level of advantage on their attack. Oh, that's a cool way to flavor it. That's creepy. I like that. And factory reset. The master disengages and with the sound of gears turning, teleports up to 8 spaces on an unoccupied space. Wait, hold on. Is that like when you're checking the cams and like they're on the stage and then you catch them in the halls and then they're back on the stage? Is that what that is? That's cool. That's really cool. I really like that. Those are fun. Those are fun stat blocks. I'm willing to bet, because I haven't played the games since the first, like I played that first one when it released, right? And then I haven't played them since. But I'm willing to bet that there's just a lot of passive knowledge you already know about these animatronics, and there could be a few more cool things that you could add with those Easter eggs. Like, what was it you brought up in the chat earlier? The fire. Oh yeah, the fire like frees the souls, right? There could be a really cool flavor text or a feature built into the stat blocks about that thing, right? About like fire. If fire is a thing that destroys it, the soul is released. There's some kind of benefit, unless the souls are evil when they're released and there's some kind of negative effect. I don't know. I'm willing to bet, because you have the Five Nights at Freddy's lore and knowledge, you could even enhance these with some more of that like flavor text. But good job. I can definitely feel that there's love and there's passion for these games in these stat blocks. Good job. This was fun. That was a fun one. I also like this construct versus animatronic because it makes it easier to reskin when not doing a Five Nights theme. And Five Nights theme. Yeah, yes. Good point. The fire will eventually come up in a different stat block. Hold on. Did A the Ant just tease the other Five Nights at Freddy's stat blocks that we've yet to look at? It sounds like it. Guys, we still have several stat blocks of Five Nights at Freddy's to get to. Specifically, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. We have 22 Five Nights at Freddy's stat blocks to get through. And then Liam's giant spider. We are definitely going to be doing another React stream. If you had fun and you want to see your stat block up on one of these React streams, ! Discord in the chat. Join the Swordplay and Sorcery Discord server, and just by being a member there, you can get free access to the DC Crit website. Myself and DC Crit, we're doing this partnership where people can join in, make these stat blocks on the DC Crit website, and then show them off and get the word out there that DC Crit is a thing for DC20. It's happening, and it's cool as all get out. So again, ! Discord in the chat to join the server to get access to DC Crit. The link is in the Share Your Monsters. I'll probably repin it in that channel. I want to see your stat blocks. I want to see some more monsters, whether they're Five Nights at Freddy's, original creation, DC Comics, 5e conversions, whatever it is, I want to see it. And as a reminder, if you're becoming a little bit of a fan of the Swordplay and Sorcery channel, look at that logo. There's a shop. There's a whole merch shop now. I have 2 items coming I'm very excited about. You guys know I always wear the hats in the videos and the thumbnails. I'm hoping to replace this D20 hat with this Swordplay and Sorcery hat. I'm super excited, and I also have a hoodie on the way. I'm very excited for look how soft it looks. It looks so soft. And it's embroidered right there. and it comes in different colors. So if you're looking for a way to support the channel, because we're so close to being able to do memberships and super chats on this channel, we're not quite there yet. If you're wanting to support, this is one way to support. If you're looking for another way to support, we have a Patreon page. You get access to early videos, my session notes. I can't believe I got a whole playlist of Five Nights at Freddy's stat blocks. Exclamation point patron in the chat, or exclamation point merch in the chat if you want to support through either of those ways. Or the ultimate way to support: subscribing, liking the stream, leaving a comment when it's done. Genuinely, this is a blast to do, and it's only because of viewers like you and a community like this. Thank you so much. This was genuinely such a blast. This is so much fun. I can't wait to do another one of these, whether it's a 5e conversion or another review your monster stat blocks. Announcements are going to be happening in the Discord server first. Patrons are going to get to decide what exactly it is that we do, and then announcements will eventually be made on the YouTubes and the socials. I don't have a dedicated outro card yet, so we're just going to have to say goodbye this old-fashioned way. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you Monday when we have our Monday video. Monday's video is going to be over maneuvers in DC20. So I'll see y'all then.